And in our top business story, a new survey from Emirates NBD has shown that April was a positive month overall for Dubai private sector economy, with output and new business volumes continuing to expand at robust rates. The survey, sponsored by Emirates NBD and produced by Market, contains original data collected from a new monthly survey of business conditions in the Dubai non-oil private sector. The survey covers the Dubai non-oil private sector economy, with additional sector data published for travel and tourism, wholesale and retail, and construction. The survey also revealed that there are signs that growth momentum has slowed from its peak seen at the start of 2015. Out of the three key subsectors monitored by the survey, the fastest pace of output expansion was recorded in construction, while travel and tourism companies are the most optimistic about the year ahead business outlook. Input cost inflation remains close to the lowest recorded over the past 5 years, and the latest increase in new business volumes was the weakest for just over 3 years, which in turn put the brakes on output growth in April. In response to slower growth and greater uncertainty towards the business outlook, a number of firms reined in their job hiring during the latest survey period. Meanwhile, input cost inflation remained very subdued, and strong competition for new work contributed to a decline in average prices charged by private sector companies. Emirates Group, the parent company of the Dubai airline and aviation services company Danata, will pay out 1 billion dirhams to its staff later this month in performance bonuses, just days after the government-owned company reported the second highest profit in its 30-year history. Last week, the group announced a profit for the financial year ended March 31st of 5.5 billion dirhams, a rise of 34% year-on-year, which represented the group's 27th consecutive year in profit and came on the back of a 10% yearly rise in revenue to $26.3 billion. According to reports, an Emirates spokesperson confirmed that total profit share payment to staff, adding that the payment is part of Emirates and Danata's employees' costs of the financial year, and therefore included a total group profit of 5.5 billion dirhams. Emirates Group has 84,153 staff in total across Emirates Airline and Danata. And the bonus payment works out at an average of around $3,398 per employee. The Khalifa Port Container Terminal, which is operated by Abu Dhabi Terminals, has seen a 35% increase in volumes handled in the first quarter of the year. The numbers were released by Abu Dhabi Ports in a press statement and showed that the number of 20-foot equivalent units has increased year-on-year, from 224,080 in 2014 to 302,151 in 2015. General and bulk cargo, which accounts for a considerable volume of traffic through Khalifa Port, Musaffah Port, and Zayed Port, has also increased by 32% in the first quarter of 2015 compared to 2014. So far, the ports have handled a total of 3,519,714 freight tons of general and bulk cargo in the first quarter of 2015, compared with 2,663,129 freight tons in the same period last year. The leading classifieds website in the Middle East and North Africa, Dubizzle, has announced that the total value of the second-hand items posted on their site was 3.5 billion dirhams in just the first quarter of 2015. Revealing the report for the first time for the UAE, Dubizzle executives stated that 482,032 items were posted for sale in Q1 this year, which equals to one item being up for grabs every 2 seconds. They added that the latest trends in the second-hand market are redefining the culture of ownership, and this is a testament to prove that it has a huge impact on the local economy. Talking about flourishing second-hand market in the UAE, company representatives said that with over 202 nationalities living side by side in the country, the demand for second-hand goods is ever increasing as customers get the best deals at lower prices. Stating that the most expensive item posted on their site was a set of loose diamonds worth 970,000 dirhams. Executives said that the most searched brands was quite diverse, from Rolex watches to IKEA goods.
The strategy for releasing this report has been to give transparency, to give information to the people out there. With the help of this report, people can easily find out what the average prices are for each item on Dubizzle, which is obviously great information for them. It saves them time. At the same time, we really want to focus on the second-hand economy in the UAE. There is 3.4 billion items sold on Dubizzle in the first quarter of 2015. That's a huge number. And we want to really show that the second-hand items really help you to find, more diversity. There's more items that are maybe collector's items. It's just more choice on Dubizzle. The second-hand market in the EU is flourishing because there's obviously such a high expat community, and you have a lot of diversity here. Actually, another factor is that with Expo 2020, there's going to be 275,000 new jobs, which means that all these people coming to the country, they're going to be looking for furniture to furnish their homes. That kind of comes hand in hand.
Revealing the latest episode of Dubizzle Your Home series on the sidelines of this event, two regional experts in interior design, Darren de Graz and Sebastian Strasberg, offered a few tips on reinventing homes at minimal costs and bring more life at home using items sold on Dubizzle. The designers stated that colors can set our moods and work on our circadian rhythm, and according to them, the best color for offices is blue, and it is found to be more productive at work. Experts in design added that with technology so widely available today, homes in the 21st century are going to be designed for the future. Talking about light as a major factor in interior design, lifestyle experts said that fundamental changes can be brought to our homes by just using the right light.
The reason why most of the time interior designers are called in is because all they know is they want to change, but they don't know which way. They know they have a feeling of what they want to achieve, but they don't know how to get there. So they bring us in order to try and help them. And sometimes, because of our market knowledge, we can sometimes make that much better. At the same time, streamline the entire process. You'll see it quite often, you'll hear quite about it, where someone's been redoing their living room for the last 6 months. It's a little excessive because they're looking at one item and they don't know what the next item is, or they can't get the right people to go in. There's a difference. If you know what you're doing, where you want to get to, that's all you need.
I like to push boundaries. For me, it's making them understand that they can go a little bit further than they think. A little bit out of your comfort zone, because as soon as you step out of there, that's when life begins, when you step out of your comfort zone, otherwise it's just mundane. So it's usually I'll give ideas and stuff like this, then you end up getting reined in a little bit, and then there's some compromise in the middle somewhere. So for me, that's what it's about, because fundamentally it's all about the client. Yes, I've got ideas and I want to go here and I want to go there, but it's not my house. I'm doing it for them. I might, as I said, push the boundaries a little bit, but essentially it's their choice.